Are you stuck in a rut right now? You just hate the idea of work. You just want life to be fucking easy. You wish that you could just go to the gym, come back home, watch content. Bro, I get it. But the thing is, you know deep down, sooner or later, you're gonna have to get back to that grind. There's no way you're gonna settle. It's impossible. And the sooner, the better. So if you're in a rut right now, I found a foolproof system to reverse this instantly. I'm talking after this video. You're not gonna be in a rut anymore, and you have my promise. And why should you listen to me? Because I have massive fucking traps. Right? That should be enough. You just have to listen. That's it. Let me talk to you, man. Listen to me. I've probably been in your position about 10 times. And if you think about that deeply, 10 times is a lot. You can be stuck in a rut for like a month. I've probably wasted more than 10 months. It's not fun. Every single night when you go to bed, you keep on saying to yourself, oh, tomorrow I'm back on it. Or so back. And it never fucking happens. And that cycle just repeats until you reach a point that you just have to change. Right? There's no escape. And that's when you get back into the momentum. Then you fall off again. And that cycle just repeats and repeats. And in the business world, it's natural. You chose this life because it's filled with high ups and very, very low downs. I'm talking suicidal thoughts. Imagine you've just invested 50k into a business, whatever. Imagine you'd lose that. You genuinely might have suicidal thoughts. But when you finally make it, which it's only a matter of time, you know that. It's the highest of the highs. And you already know, without the lows, you can't experience the highs. It's beautiful, man. You just gotta learn to enjoy the journey. But either way, back on track. You're in a rut right now, and it's not fun. Let's talk about the law of cause and effect. I've talked about this so much times. This is literally a rule of the universe. So you just need to drill this shit into your mind. That's why I'm gonna keep reminding you, always. Success is not doing the extraordinary. It's doing the ordinary, extraordinarily. Extraordinarily. Is that how you say it? Well, you get it, right? So say you have a headache. It's always gonna have a cause. Whether it be caffeine withdrawal, nicotine withdrawal, dehydration, it always has a cause. I think Tate said this. When you have a headache, there's always a cause. If you have a stomach ache, there's always a cause. You ate some dodgy cheese, you drank some expired milk, always has a cause. A cancer always has a cause, which comes from the fucking modern way of living. But you get it, right? There's always a cause to the effect. There's never going to be an effect ever in this life without a cause. Now let's use this law. Let's use this fact, this universal fact of physics, to succeed. Let's identify the cause to your effect. In your case, I want to diagnose you with something called a brain ache. Whenever you think of work, your brain physically feels some pain, just a little bit. And if you don't believe me, just think of this. Think of the boring work that you've been putting off. Stop listening. Just pause the video right now, right? Press space, and just think, what is the work that you've been putting off? The thing with the highest friction. You know what it is. It's probably like cold emails, finding prospects, scripting, filming, editing. Those are tasks that take so much friction, so much brain power. But very coincidentally, this is the work that brings in the money, the moolah. So you need to learn this. You need to learn how to actually get this work done. Otherwise, you're not going to make it. Simple as that. So here's what's interesting. Whenever it's time to do that work, when you need to sit down, lock in for a couple of hours, you feel a little physical pain in your brain. Just like a little twinge. Maybe you're watching this video as a form of procrastination. Mental masturbation. You know you needed to do some work, but you thought to yourself, maybe I'll just get some more info first. The most dangerous form of procrastination is what I like to call mental masturbation, because it seems productive, so there's not that much friction to do it, but it's not moving the needle. It's not the work that brings in money. From now on, I need you to be aware of that pain. Whenever that part of your day comes to do that work, to sit down, whenever it's time to do the boring work, this is what your brain does, and this is so interesting. It flashes an image of the worst experience you have had in that task. Let me explain. Say you've got an 8-hour workday in front of you, and most of the tasks, they're not that hard, right? But there's one singular task that you just think, fuck, I do not want to do that. And what was it for me today? It was recording this video. It never goes away. You need to understand that. A good example of this is school. You know, before you go into school, like it's the morning, you hate the idea of it, but then you go to school, then you finish the day, you actually think, oh, it wasn't that bad. It was actually kind of fun. But why did you think it was so bad before that? Your brain flashed that image, the image of the worst experience you've had in school, or the one task that you dread. Maybe it's a certain lesson. My most mind-fucking part of this work, it's editing videos, and there's a couple reasons to that. I don't like listening to my own voice, naturally, and I always forget to cut something out, so I have to go back, do it again, then I forget again, then I have to go back, do it again. That's why my brain flashes that image whenever I go to work. Because listen, our brain, it's biologically pain avoidance, and there's a reason for that, right? Say the caveman days, we want to avoid encountering that fucking lion. Our brain's gonna see potential pain that's in front of us, and it just shocks your brain a little tiny bit with some electricity. It's a signal to you that it doesn't want to experience that pain, and that's natural, right? But in this case, we do not want that. We want to be successful, and with success comes pain, and this is the pain. Why do we say the work is painful? Because you feel actual legitimate pain. It's not the task that's painful, it's actual pain going into your brain. It's simply just your brain telling you, this upcoming task has a lot of friction. We want to avoid it. And the shit thing about this, our brain is going to ruminate around that one task. Why do you think in copywriting, it's way more powerful to start with a negative rather than a positive? People will always see a negative bias more appealing to the eye Because our brains, they're designed to avoid pain. So if they see a caption like, you will stay broke if you're not doing this one thing, they want to avoid the pain of being broke, so they're way more likely to click on that. Everything uses some kind of biology, and once you understand that, you're unstoppable. You understanding this so far? I hope you are, bro. I hope you are. Let's do a quick recap. When it's time to work, our brain reminds us of the hardest task that's coming up, because our brain is naturally pain avoidant. Your brain sends an electrical signal that is pain, because our brain is naturally pain avoidant. I've said this many times. Your brain says to you, this task involves some type of pain, some type of friction. Let's not do it. So now, what's left to do? Is to overcome this electrical pain signal. So here's your actionable step. Eat the frog. Here's what I mean. I've used this many times. This is from like the old school success lectures. This is a concept from Brian Tracy. Here's what I mean. I need you to realize this as a brutal truth. Because I'm only going to tell you the truth. I'm never going to sugarcoat anything. Because you know, bro, I care for you. I'm not like these other influencers. I'm not going to tell you some bullshit. I'm not going to tell you you can do 1 hour of work a day and become a success. I don't bullshit around here, man. This is how I'm gonna fucking blow up. I don't bullshit. Realize this. That boring task, that hard task is never gonna go away. Now, you just heard me say that and you think, oh yeah, he's saying the truth. But really acknowledge that. It's never going to go away. You know what that means? That pain will always be there. Unless you get some brain damage, which I don't advocate. You're always gonna experience that electrical signal. You're gonna always have to do that boring work, no matter what. There's no escaping it. You either face it now or later. And it's better to do it now. But there is this little tactic, which I like to call eat the frog. Now imagine this. Imagine every single day for the rest of your life, you have to eat 1 alive frog per day. Otherwise, your mom dies. You're gonna have to eat that frog. Now this is the question that separates the losers from the winners. When would you eat this frog? If you're smart, you would say first thing in the morning. It's logic, because you're gonna wake up. As soon as you open your eyes, you're gonna deep throat that fucking frog. Then for the rest of the day, you can wash it down with some nice food. And you just think, I'm glad I got out of the way. Now imagine this on the other side. Imagine you left this to the end of your day. The whole day. You're just going to be stressing. Cortisol levels through the roof. You're just going to think, shit, I need to eat that frog. I still need to eat that frog. I'm dreading it so much. But if you ate it in the morning, it's already ticked off. So we need to apply this rule to our work life. This is your actionable step. Listen to this and take it. From now on, what you're going to do, right after this video, you're going to outline the most boring task that you dread. Whether it be outreach, editing, scripting, whatever the fuck. This is what you're going to do. Tomorrow, you're going to wake up. As soon as you open your eyes, you're not going to brush your teeth. You're not going to shower. You're going to have musty breath. And the first thing you do, you're going to sit on your kitchen chair in your room because you've still got a shit chair. The first thing you do, you open up your PC and you get to working on that boring task. You're going to eat that frog first thing in the morning. So this way, you're on autopilot in the morning. You remember that electrical signal that we talked about where it inflicts pain inside your brain? That's not going to happen anymore. When you've just woken up, your brain's not awake enough to send that signal. So you're going to use that to your advantage. The longer you wait since waking up to do that work, the more you're going to dread it. Right, you understand how this works. This will change your life if you actually use it. Don't let my words go to waste. The whole reason why you're broke is because you don't take action. You're watching this video on how to get out of a rut, and I've just told you the exact thing to do. If you don't take action on this, simple as that, right? So use that. But either way, bro, I hope you'll take action. But either way, tomorrow 5 PM, new video. Tomorrow 6 PM, new email. Sign up to all of these to get secret info every single day. At 5 PM, I'll post a new video. At 6 PM, I'm sending you an email with actionable tips, motivation, whatever the fuck. And it's all for free. You'd be fucking retarded not to take it. And there's also a free video. You'll see it in the description. Right? Take action. But either way, I've said take action so many times, but I really need you to take action. But yeah, man, we're back and we're better. But for now, I'll see you tomorrow. Take care of yourself.